Hello friends, it's time to review my 4th week of NaNoWRIMO writing. This video is sponsored by Rhiannon. Be prepared for the biggest writing challenge of the year with over 70 writing, researching, and planning templates to help you organize all aspects of your life and novel. Use code HOLLY15 at checkout to get 15% off your planner and help support this channel. Thank you. We are officially in the home stretch. As of the day this video is posted, Saturday, November 26th, we have 5 days left of writing. How are you all doing? How are you feeling about your writing? I hope you're ready to wrap up that draft and get to the 50K finish line. But if you're not, remember the most important thing that you can get out of NaNoWRIMO is establishing your writing routine. If you don't make it to 50K or you don't wrap up that draft with a neat little bow on top, as long as you wrote every day or nearly every day, that is a habit that you will take with you well past November. Malcolm Gladwell stated that the magic number for true expertise is 10,000 hours. So if you really want to master the art of writing, you want to get in as much desk time as possible. Like with my other NaNoWRIMO videos this year, I'm going to do a check-in and then include something a bit more entertaining for you to watch. Today I'm going to be doing a reading of my short story. It's not really a story, more of a thought exercise. I guess it's technically a spoken word piece. It's called Oil Painting, and I actually quite like it. But first, where's my word count? I'm sure you'll already have guessed that I'm on track, as that has been my pattern so far this month, and you would be correct. At the time I'm filming this, I'm at 39,599 words. It's Thursday now, so I predict by the end of sprints on Saturday, I'll be rounding that 45K mark. I had a few really good bursts of imagination when it came to my story, which was super important because I'm doing classic Rimo at this point, writing totally new words rather than rewriting, which is what I was doing for the first half of the month. It's been stressful, certainly, but more than that, it's been fun, exciting, and I'm finally really getting that sense of accomplishment that I've come to hope for and expect out of NaNoWRIMO. So I'm looking forward to wrapping this up. I don't know for sure if I will finish the draft, but I definitely am going to hit 50K by the 30th. This time around, I just didn't do outlining in the same way I usually do, so I'm flying a bit free when it comes to the actual finale of the story, but I might take a little break and do some additional outlining just to see if I can end this, because I would, of course, prefer to. Now, before we get into my reading, I'd like to just remind you that I will be running sprints right here on YouTube in a couple hours, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. The theme this week is sci-fi, so I'll be doing a little bit of a costume again like the last couple weeks. Next week, for the final week of writing, I'll be running Discord sprints from 7 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Then on the final day of writing, I will be running the official NaNoWRIMO Twitter account again from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, taking a break. Then I'll be hopping on Discord to wrap everything up from 10 p.m. to midnight. So if you want to wind up your Rimo with me, please do check out the link below and join my server. All that being said, I hope you enjoy my spoken word piece, Oil Painting. When I was a child, I wanted to feel the edges of an oil painting, the ridges that gave it texture and dimension. My mother would take me to art galleries and we'd stare at passion hidden behind a layer of glass. She taught me to understand its importance and the need to protect it, but I still longed to run my fingers along those ridges. As I grew older, I spoke with other children until I found their ridges. I thought that once I uncovered that passion and brought it out from behind the glass, that our paintings could become a collaborative work. But soon I found that some ridges are better kept behind glass, that they were not formed from sable brush, but angled knife as I ran home from school to avoid the harsh colors of their undeveloped palette. High school brought about a period in which my sole focus was on shades of black and gray. I found comfort in their dreary countenance and even connected with others who wanted to paint with the same brush. Yet, in the end, I would only be the turpentine to their Pollock, my own canvas secured behind plate glass, sitting silent on a gallery wall. Still, I chose to carry my palette of shades with me through university, when on rare occasion inspiration would align and our oils would pour out in an explosion of rainbow fireworks until I felt like I could rule the world. But sometimes we apply too many layers of paint to a canvas. Worst yet, we allow others to join in on this process, not as co-collaborator, but as new master of the work, building and building in layers until the canvas is thick and heavy and not a trace of the original painting remains. The overladen canvas will fall from the wall. I fell from the wall, colors bleeding out, filling the cracks of the hardwood gallery floor. Stuck as the layers I had allowed to be built, my ridges cemented me to the lowest point. The only thing worse than being frozen behind glass on a white wall is being face down in the dirt. My 20s were a blur. I felt that my paint had dried. Though I righted myself, my canvas was a melding of mismatched colors, frozen in place for the world to see. If a reviewer had taken a real look, they would have panned me, and I would not have blamed them. But I owned my dappled colors, the spatter of red that illuminated the black. I ran fingers over the imperfections and learned to love them. But by the age of 30, I learned that turpentine was not something to be ashamed of, that one can start over with fresh canvas, no matter how dry our layers of paint have become, how rough our ridges appear. One day, you will find others who have left behind an armor of dried oils to reveal their blank canvas, somewhat worse for wear, and you can build new ridges together. Ridges that do not need to be hidden behind glass, but which you can run your fingers over until you understand every stroke that went into their creation. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. There's a reason why I decided to include this now, and that's because I'm actually going to be focusing on writing more pieces like this in the new year and sharing a lot of that on this channel, the process, what goes into each one, and also, of course, the stories themselves. I've said in past years that I want to conquer the short story, but this is the year that I actually do it. Anyhow, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't already, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, also hit the bell button so you actually get notified when I post new videos. And last but not least, I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye!